Hey, what's good people? I am Travail, C.W. Lynch, Mr. What? I'm still your self-worth specialist, but now I am also your PPC, your personal perspective coach. Yes, coaching from the couch, couch, whatever you want to name it, however you want to frame it. That's what I is for you. And you guys know where you are. You know where you is. It is once again the I Am the Possible podcast experience. The bonus track. Yes, it is once again time for the bonus track of the week. And we are the place where possibilities, oh yes, they become perspective. Guys, are you excited? Are you ready? Here we go once again, guys. Listen, now, before we get into it, got to pause for the cause. And you know what that is. That is you. Thank you. Appreciation, gratitude, Thanksgiving. God bless you. Oh, listen, how can I celebrate you more? How can I celebrate you? How can I give you props? How can I salute you? How can I give you big ups? How can I love on you more? Guys, you are the reason that I do what I do. Your presence is still the greatest present that you guys could ever give me. I thank you so much for every download, for every subscription, for every comment, for every review, for every email, for every text message, for every expression of support that you guys give me. Man, you just don't know how much I love you and how much I value and I appreciate your life, guys. Shout out to Pasadena Church, the church with no limits. We have a slogan: you matter to God. Well, I'm here to tell you that not only do you matter to God, but you matter to God's people. Okay. And I am one of them. You matter to me. And I don't know if anyone's told you that this week already. Friend, co-worker, family member, total stranger. I don't know if anyone's told you how much they appreciate you, but if they haven't, then I want to do that for you. I appreciate you. I value you so much. And I sincerely mean that from the bottom of me heart, of me corazon. Okay. So I love you guys. And I don't want to do anything else but continue to serve you in this capacity and to grow in this capacity to be able to show up for you each and every week. All right, guys, we are still in December. So I am still dedicated to your dreams. If you guys don't know, I am releasing literally a live every single day this month. Okay. Facebook, YouTube, every day. It's about 5 minutes. I went over a little bit the other day, but it's about 5 minutes, man, where I just simply share a prosperous perspective, an idea that if you let it work on you, if you meditate on it, if you put it to action, it's going to help you have a much better and a more successful 2022. So if you're not already tuned in, guys, to the Facebook and YouTube 31 days of prosperous perspectives, then I want to encourage you to check me out there and to get that good stuff, man. 31 days of it. Okay. And yeah, so just wanted you to be informed of that. If you're listening right now and you're not watching, I also want to inform you that I have a YouTube channel. If you've continued to listen to me over the last couple of weeks or months, you guys know this already, but I want to continue to push it because I really want this to be an experience. And the more senses that we engage, the more of an experience that we're going to have together. So head over to the tube, and type in I Am the Possible. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit the little bell up at the top. Join the notification nation, and let's get it. All right, guys. This week, we're doing it a little different. If you're watching, we're doing a little different. I don't have any slides today. I want to really let this one kind of soak in. So I didn't want to be distracted with so many slides. And I got my phone ready, got my notes on my phone, but I really want to just tune in and dial in on a very personal level, because the things that I want to share with you today, I don't want it to I listen, I don't want you to miss it. Okay. I don't want you to miss it. And so, you know, I go as the Lord leads, man. So some days we'll have slides, some days we won't. Some days we'll have visuals, you know, some days we won't. However, the Lord leads because he is the source of our success. All right. So today's title is called You're Too Small in Your Mind for the Success You Want. That's right. Long title, I know. You're too small in your mind where it matters most for the success you want. Guys, I'm dedicating all of December to building you up, to edifying you, and to helping you get in a state of mind, a mental reference that's going to help you to succeed, you know, just a little more in this upcoming year. Okay, don't know where my voice just went. Excuse me. But it's going to help you to succeed a little more in this upcoming year. So the first thing that I want to share with you, I've got about 6 or so notes here. The first thing that I want to share is that when we talk about you're too small in your own mind for the success that you want, one thing that I've learned over the years is that there are many contributing factors to success. And I kind of boiled them down to 3 areas, right? It's called people, right? Whether you call it networking or getting around the right people. So people, products, right? You have to have some sort of vehicle or tool, whether it's technical, whether it's physical, whatever it is, but a product. Okay. And then lastly, a process, some sort of strategy. Okay. But the one thing that I have learned that is that I can hand you a crowd, all the right people. I can give you all the right products, and I can put you in all the right processes. But if you don't have a perspective, namely of yourself, it's going to do you no good. That's something that I've learned, guys. If you don't have a perspective of yourself that works and wins, then I can give you all the people, all the right people, all the products, all the right products, and I can give you all the processes, all the right processes, and not much is going to happen. Some of it may rub off, some of it may have influence. I'm not saying that it won't, but ultimately it's going to come down to how do you see yourself. And so today I want to dive into this idea of you being a little bit too small, perhaps, in your own mind, and the necessity of you evaluating, assessing you in maybe a new and hopefully a profound way that's going to help to expand and to increase your awareness of just how truly amazing you are. So here we go, guys. Number 1, elevate your existence. Elevate your existence. We live in a world where it's all about what have you done for me lately, right? You guys have heard me joke about this so many times, right? Janet messed us up with that one. What have you done for me lately? Dum, dum, dum. Ooh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I know. I stick to my day job. I get it. I know. Brother ain't gonna sing. I know, I get it. That's not my career path. But guys, you guys get the point, right? What have you done for me lately? We live in a society where we don't value existence. Well, I don't live in that world. I value your existence. I value the fact that you are here, because I know through my studies and through my research and through many, many years of, working on this concept of the greatest form of self-development is self-discovery, right? Understanding that, when you really, excuse me, when you really understand that your existence is literally the evidence that you are enough for anything that God has called you to, because it's already baked in and built in. Your purpose precedes you, right? I can go on and on and on, but you need to begin to elevate, right, your existence. Your existence says a lot. Now, I'm going to give you the summarized version of this. I usually take clients or individuals through this process. I say, name something, anything, point to it. I don't care where they are, any time of day, point to anything. They will then point to it. I will say, okay, what is that? They'll name it. I'll then say, okay, what is that used for? They'll tell me. I say, okay, now who invented it? And they'll say, either I don't know, or they'll tell me. I said, okay, where did that begin? Where did that thing that you pointed to and named and described and found use for, where did it begin? And they'll say, I don't know, in their mind, a concept, an idea. And I'll say, ding, 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 ding. That's right. It began in the mind, in the ideas, in the concepts, the thoughts, and the imagination of someone. Therefore, what preceded the idea, the thought, the imagination was a need in the world or a want in the world. See, there must be a void. There must be a need. There must be a want before anything is invented, because anything that's invented and created, it is always for the purpose of solving a problem or fulfilling a need or want. AKA, the fact that you're here, your very existence, means that you are wanted and needed. Now, that's where the process of self-discovery comes in, because many people have not yet discovered what they're useful for, what they were created for. They're ignorant of it. They're unaware of it. And that's why I go so hard on helping people to discover it, because until you discover it, you're just kind of like hanging out in life and letting people abuse you and misuse you because they don't know what you were created for. And many times we will abuse and misuse ourselves. So number one, guys, in order for you to have the success that you dream of, you have to see yourself bigger, greater, better. I call it a audacious yet accurate assessment of myself. And that leads me to number two. Guys, 20 years ago, Pastor Eric Brown, after giving about a 15-minute message, he walks up to me. I gave the message, 15-minute message on the life of Jesus. He walks up to me and he says, Travell, you are a teacher. 5 words that changed my life. Because it was those 5 words that led me on a lifetime journey. I mean, I've been on this journey ever since he said those words, right? I mean, everything that you see me do, I've written 3 books. I've started businesses. I've started this podcast. I've started my university, right? I have a clothing line, right? I have a U.S. issue trademark, right? I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I become a personal trainer, right? 2 times over. I mean, guys, I've climbed the corporate ladder, right, to over 6-figure income. I mean, all of these different things have been because of the audacious yet accurate assessment of myself that was sparked by those words, because Eric, for the first time, told me what I was, and it resonated with me. Wait a minute, I'm a teacher. What does that mean? Right? So the summarized version, in the Christian religion, don't know what your religion is, not here to judge, but in the Christian religion, there are things called spiritual gifts tests or spiritual assessments. And basically it's discovering the gifts and the talents that God has invested within you. We were all born with a gift, something that we can do naturally. Now we can build upon that gift. We can expand, we can grow, we can increase our capacity in that gift, but we were all created with a gift from God to be used to serve other people. Well, my gift was teaching, aka communication, the ability to take ideas and transfer them from me to you in a effective way. So now that translated into my job, that translated into personal training, that translated into podcasting, that translated into me preaching from a stage, right? I'm an ordained minister as well, right? Ordained pastor. I've preached, I've taught, I've educated, right? Virtually, in person, small crowds, large crowds, nonprofits, church, right? Businesses, right? I've, everywhere, man, right? Small groups, large groups. I've facilitated, right, training courses. I mean, I've done a lot in these last 20 years because Eric told me what I was. So, guys, that's that's what's possible. And I'm not even done yet, but that's what's possible when you have an audacious yet accurate assessment of yourself. You're too small in your mind for the success that you want. You see how that works? When your ideas about you expand and grow and increase, you begin to believe that you're able to produce the kind of success that you want. You want it, but you don't really believe that you're worthy of it. You want it, but you don't really believe that you can attain it. You want it, but you don't really believe that you can manage such a load. The only reason that you don't believe that is because you have a very small assessment of yourself. Now, let me say something really quick about the, audaciousness, right? It's only audacious because the world wants you to play small. It's not audacious because it really is audacious. I just say audacious because the majority of the world wants you to play small, right? We got this thing, about false humility and about being humble. And listen, side note about, trying to stay humble. Humility is defined as obeying God, period, point blank. That's it. You want to be humble? Listen to God, do what he says, you're humble. Humble ain't looking like, sackcloth and ashes. Humble ain't with your head down and you walking around looking all sad all day. Humble ain't fasting 21 days out of 28 days every month. And you just, what I'm saying? Like all these games that we play. Humble ain't a look. Humble is a action. It is humility is a verb. You feel me? Right. It is it is you obeying God. Okay. So yes, guys, get audacious with your assessment of yourself. But the only way that you can get audacious with your assessment of yourself is for you to do some assessments, to complete some evaluations of yourself. Okay. And you guys know that you can always hit me up, right? Info at iamthepossible.com. Info at iamthepossible.com. Say it one more time. Info at iamthepossible.com. And I can help you out with that. Okay. All right. Number 3, guys, I recently came across this idea. And I'll be honest, it was one of those things that just resonated, made sense, but I have not done a ton of research. So take it for what it's worth. You ain't got to listen to it. You ain't got to, run with it. But I came across it the other day and it was just so fascinating and just so profound. And it lined up with the word of God. Like it didn't. The source of what I'm about to say did not come from the Bible per se. But when I meditate on the word of God, it aligns in a very fascinating way. So I came across this idea. The one is in the all, and the all is in the one. The one is in the all, and the all is in the one. And what they were talking about was if I took a drop of water, for example, got my little water here right now. Okay. If I took that water, right, and I asked you, is the water in the ocean or is the ocean in the water? What would you say? Is the water in the ocean? Think about your concept of the ocean. Is the water in the ocean or is the ocean in the water down to a drop? This is a whole bottle, but even if I took a drop out of here, which is true. And what I found fascinating was the person that I was listening to, they're saying that it's both. The water is in the ocean and the ocean is in the water. See, we will greatly evaluate the ocean. Oh my God, the ocean is so vast. It's so big. It's so, oh my God, the ocean, right? Man, it's huge. It's, it's deep. We have this grand idea of the ocean, but if I gave you a 8-ounce bottle of sparkling water, it wouldn't impress you. The truth is they're one and the same. The water is in what we would consider the ocean, and the ocean, if you look at it a little differently, The ocean is actually in the water. So how does this align with the Bible? Well, Genesis chapter 1. Let us create man in our likeness and our image. The only thing that was created in God's likeness and God's image. You and I. The one is in the all. The all is in the one. See, when you start to understand how connected you are with the source of all life, my goodness, when you understand, right? I feel like preaching, right? You know what I'm saying? Like when you understand how intimate, how connected, how one you are with God, you begin to see yourself a little differently, man. You begin to think a little differently. You begin to say, wait a minute, what else is possible for me? I am the possible. I and my possibilities are one and the same. Everything I hope to be tomorrow, I already am today. It's been a revelation this last week when I listened to this. God gave me I am the possible many years ago. I am that which I am becoming. I am the possible. The possible I am. Take it for what it's worth, guys. This is a revelation for me as well. The one is in the all is in the one. The ocean is the water is the ocean. I am the possible I am. Made in his likeness and his image. We are one with God. But the lie of the enemy, the lies of our culture, the lies of our society, the lies of sin has convinced us otherwise. The truth is, you are what I call an extension of God. If you're watching on the tube, and this is again why you should be watching on the tube. You see what I have in my hand? You ever use one of these? Right? If you're listening, it's called an extension cord. I have an extension cord that I'm showing on the screen right now. This is important. This is very important for you to grasp. Think about the source of life, God, all power, able to do infinite things, create infinite things. We wouldn't dare put a limitation on God. He is our power source. He is our life source, right? Think of God being the source like you think of the wall socket. And you've paid your bill, by the way. So you've got electricity flowing in the darkness behind that panel on your wall. Many of us don't know what that looks like behind that wall or behind that panel. All we know is if we connect a cord, that cord, we tap into power. And as far as we know, unlimited power, because we've never exhausted the power within that socket, have we? No. We've plugged things up, we've hit the switch, and we've gone about our day. We haven't even thought about it. Well, I'm asking you to think about it today. When you plug up into that socket and you tap into that life source, just like this extension cord, I want you to understand that you are an extension of God. You're an extension of God. He said, let us create man in our likeness and our image. Let them rule, let them dominate. Let them subdue the earth. Let them create. Let them multiply and increase, have dominion, just as he has dominion over all things. Not dominion over one another, but dominion over everything that he's placed in our hands and beneath our feet. That's why sin is so perverted. The fact that a drug can dominate us, or sexual sins can dominate us, or alcohol can dominate us. That's why it's so twisted up, because these are things that he put under our feet and into our hands. And yet we've allowed those things to dominate us and rule us, right? The order of domination and the order, right, of life's management has been flipped upside down. It's time to get the order right. It's time for you to develop that audacious yet accurate assessment of yourself. You are an extension of God. We come from God. Just like you would put this cord into the wall, and any other, you would plug this piece, right, into the socket, into the source. You would tap into the power, and any other mechanism that you would put in any of these other sockets, what happens? They too tap into that source of power. You're the extension cord. The Bible tells us that we have life and death in our tongue. We're just like God. Didn't the Bible tell you in Genesis 1 that God spoke and there was? And then he turns around and says, in your tongue, in your mouth, there is life and death. You're just like God. You can do what he does. Didn't the Bible tell you when Jesus was speaking to his disciples, I'm going to go away from this place soon. I'm going to send the comforter. I'm going to send the one that will lead you into all truth, the Holy Spirit. And then he said, you will do even greater things than these. You will do even greater things than these. You can do what God does. We can do what God does. But we've been convinced otherwise. You're too small in your mind for the success that you want. Guys, my last note, and this is my CTA, this is my call to action. I want you to take the year 2022, kind of a play on words. Don't take it too serious, but just a funny idea that I had. You know how Jesus had 12 disciples and how we have 12 months in a year? And I was just thinking, like, what if we went on a personal discipleship plan for the year, and we allow every month to disciple us, that we went on a self-discovery journey through the Bible, through the Word of God, through meditation, through prayer, and we simply ask God, disciple me in who I am, in what I am, and what I'm able to do, like you. How successful would we be this year? How powerful would we come out of this year? Just one thing a month. Father, disciple me this month. Teach me who I am. Teach me what I am. Teach me what I can do as your extension, as one that has the power of God flowing through me. What can I do? God, what am I able to do? What am I capable of doing? What have I believed up until this point that have blocked my success? What lies have I leaned into? What lies have I learned and carried and been burdened by? What would you like me to be set free from? What ideas would you like me to cast off? And what ideas would you like me to begin to adopt about myself, so that I no longer am too small in my mind for the success that I want? What if you did that? Well, that's my call to action, to make some sort of discipleship plan for this year. so that your thoughts and ideas and images about you can be transformed. Yeah. Yeah. You need to be transformed. I need to be transformed. We need to be transformed. And didn't the Bible tell us? Be ye transformed by what? By the renewing of our minds. By the renewing of our thoughts, ideas, imaginations, definitions, frameworks, perspectives, perceptions about us. Man, guys, I believe in you, man. I believe in you. I believe in you. And I want the best for you. So that's it, guys. That's it. I hope and pray that this made sense. I hope and pray that you found value. And I hope and pray that you would share this with someone. Tell somebody about it, man. Share this with someone else. We all need to know these things. Like when I preach, I tell people, yeah, I'm the one that's going to bring the message, but please understand, I'm up here just like you're up here, or I'm up here, but I'm at attention as you are. Like when I go speak, I'm the one standing up with the mic, and everyone else is sitting down. I always, try to tell people, listen, I know I'm the speaker, I'm the preacher, I'm the keynote, I'm the whatever. But please understand that we're all looking to God. We're all looking to him. And I'll share some things, but hey, class is in session. I'm a student just like you are at this moment. So we all need this. We all need this. Share this out. Let someone know about this word. Help me to grow this platform. Help me to grow this listenership. Let's get it to where it needs to go, guys. Hope and pray that you have received this word and it has blessed you and just added value to your life. This is Travail C. W. Lynch, Mr. What? I am your self-worth specialist. I am your PPC. That's right. Your personal perspective coach. And this is the I Am the Possible podcast experience. The bonus track. Yes, the place where possibilities become perspective. Until next time, salute and peace.